knew that wearing a fedora could be so much more than a fashion statement. From Aish, I'm Sarah, and this is Do You Know It? And today we're doing a little Q&A on Jewish attire. Yarmulke is a Yiddish word that originates from the term Yarmulke and means awe of the king. You may have also heard a yarmulke called kippah, which is Hebrew for dome. Any head covering counts as a yarmulke, whether it's a fedora, do-rag, and yes, even a baseball hat. But it's also much more than a thing you wear on your head.
You dropped your yarmulke! Yarmulke alert!
Think of a yarmulke as a mindfulness tool, something to remind you that there's something above you, but it's not so far above you that you can't connect with it and feel it. Wearing a yarmulke is also a way to tell the world, hey, I'm Jewish. And what's cooler than that? Picture this, a Jewish woman on her wedding day, hair flowing free and fab, but then the next day, poof, it's covered up. But why? Because once in marriage, both men and women keep certain things private just for their spouse. This is a way to strengthen their connection and make their relationship extra special.
A woman's hair is considered to be a major part of her beauty, so married women tend to keep this hidden just for their husbands. This is part of what's called sneers. A few ways she might do this is with a kerchief or a shadel, which is a wig.
Ever seen those 4 tassels hanging off Jewish guys' clothes? Those are called tzitzit.
The Torah says that wearing them is sort of like a reminder app. As you're tackling your day, these tzitzit are there to remind you to live your best Jewish life.
Quick story. The Talmud tells this tale of a guy with major bad habits who travel across the world to satisfy his urges. Except one time, his tzitzit went wham and slapped him in the face, as if to say, dude, what are you doing? In other words, his tzitzit were there to remind him of what it means to be a Jew. Just a quick check-in. If you like what we're doing here, hit the thumbs up button.
Ever spot a Jewish dude in a big black hat? These are actually pretty common in some super Jewish areas. There are some Jews who wear fedoras both during the week and on Shabbat. And then there are Hasidim. That's a section of Orthodox Jews who wear round furry hats. Some are wide, some are thin and high, and each have different colors or types of fur that indicate different sects of Hasidim. Wearing a black hat on top of a yarmulke is also a way to stack holy points. 2 head coverings are better than 1, right? Another reason some Jews wear these hats is to dress up nice while they're praying or studying. The same way you might wear your finest before meeting a VIP. You do the same for God. Some say these hats were the hot fashion trend back in Eastern Europe, but there's also a legend that Polish haters forced the Jews to wear tails on their heads as a way to humiliate them. So, the Jews did a little fashion jujitsu by taking something intended to bring them down and turned it into a symbol of pride. There's a great lesson here, exemplified by the Jews time and time again. Even when you're in a tough spot, there's always a way to use your mind and creativity to turn a negative situation into a positive one. Now that's being a Jew. I'm Sarah, and from Aish, this has been Do You Know It, a series where we tackle questions big and small about Judaism, even the ones you're too afraid to ask. Hit that like and subscribe button to follow along and drop a comment with what topics you want us to cover next. And if you love what we're doing here and would like to see more videos like this, consider making a donation through the link in the description. Bye!